Hello, friends, and welcome back after a very long break to Movies, Munchies, and Moscato. I am Rhonda.
And I am Rochelle.
And we're just a couple of friends who love movies, television, and wine. So if that is something that interests you, please stick around and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now it's time for movie and TV news and pop culture discussion. So, The Punisher, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage will all appear in the new series Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus that they're bringing back in the year 2024. So we still have a while to wait for this one.
Oh, wow.
But I'm excited because if you've been listened to us, for a long time, you'll know that those are all the series I watched originally on Netflix that are now on Disney Plus. And I enjoyed all of them, so I think it'll be cool that they're all going to appear in that series because they all technically were this group called the Defenders. So
yeah,
right. So I look forward to seeing that when it happens. So Milo I can't ever say his last name. I'm going to say it. Ventimiglia, who's from This Is Us. So his new series called The Company You Keep has gotten a pickup from ABC's. He will star as a crook who falls in love with a CIA officer. So that sounds interesting. It does sound like something similar that, weirdly enough, ABC did. I want to say it was like 5 or something years ago. I can't think of the name, but I remember it had, the lead actress from The Killing in it. And it was like, she was something anyway. And then she ended up getting scammed by a guy who married her, and then she was trying to catch him. So it seems same type of thing. So anyway. But we love him, so might have to check it out and see if it looks any good.
Yeah, and that show wasn't renewed, and I liked it.
Yeah, it had 2 seasons, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would keep going, but I guess not.
I
guess maybe it did its thing.
Paul Rudd has joined Only Murders in the Building for season 3. If you were a watcher of the show, you'll know that at the end of season 2 is when he first appeared, and he is the quote-unquote victim going forward. So we'll get to see him in little bits about what happened to him before he bit the big one in season 3. So I'm looking forward to that. He's funny. We have Paul Rudd.
I like him.
Yeah, he's good. Ryan Gosling will join Margot Robbie for the Ocean's 11 prequel. So, and they just got done shooting the new Barbie movie together. So I guess, they just enjoy working together. So hey, why not? Let them do the Ocean's 11 prequel. He has the right look to be someone set in the 60s. So I'm excited. He can, as we know, we've seen him in stuff in the past before. He has the look of that old school Hollywood to me. So this fits. And so can she, obviously. So I think this fits very well. Then we have Elijah Wood has joined Yellow Jackets for season 2. Very excited.
Yellow Jackets they're doing a season 2?
Oh yeah, they were renewed. Actually, back when the first season came, it was one of those early renewals. Because it had gotten such good reviews, I am assuming. Maybe it had high ratings too, I'm not sure. But yes, I'm so excited. No word on what he'll be playing, but I've enjoyed the season so far. So
Frodo.
Right, I'm Frodo here. And I was trying to think of someone he could maybe be from the plane, but the age wouldn't really match up. So
he could be from Mordor.
Or yes, maybe he is.
They flew over Mordor.
You never know. Maybe.
I don't know. He's kind of one of those, I think, maybe pigeonholed a little bit, because it's he's got this distinct Hobbit look.
He does. That's true. That is the downside. That's true.
It's just Harry Potter. What's his face?
Oh, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes, Daniel Radcliffe. I mean, even he's a great actor, and when I see him in other stuff, it's kind of it's Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to, even though he is a full-grown adult, it's crazy.
Yes, this is true. But you know what? He was in The Woman in Black.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
That was so scary. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, is that? Okay.
It was very scary in it, paranormal ways.
Take your word for it.
But he did a good job, and I didn't really see him as Harry Potter then. So.
Well, that's good. So he's trying. He's breaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who will join The Boys for season 4 on Amazon. Love him. Wow, so excited by this.
Yes.
I cannot wait to see who he's going to play, because any soup on there he's either really crazy or really good. I have a feeling they're going to make him a really crazy one. So let's see. Let's just see. After Jensen Ackles, who weirdly enough played his son on Supernatural, now you have Jeffrey Dean Morgan coming in playing something else. I think that's kind of cool. They're bringing in people from other shows like that.
Yeah, that is cool.
To be part of it. Then Shazam! Fury of the Gods has moved from December of this year now to March 2023, which I'm irritated by, whatever. And now Aquaman 2 is now going to move from March 2023 now to December of next year.
You know why? I wonder if it has something to do with what's her name?
With who?
Aquaman. Yeah. What? Johnny Depp's ex.
Oh, I don't think so.
Because there was all this hubbub about what was going on, and people wanted her gone.
Yeah, she's not. Although I read she's not even in the movie that much anyway, so I don't
Which
know.
would be easy to rewrite her. I don't know.
Not completely. I mean, they may probably wrote her out after this one, I'm going to guess. But from the scenes that she has, it's not a lot of scenes, and whatever they are, I guess it's integral to the story point, so that's fine. And I don't think she's the reason. It had something to do with another movie they wanted to give, like, early entry to, but I can't think of what it is right now. But I was so looking forward to seeing Shazam this Christmas, but nope, of course not. Gotta wait not till spring. That's fine.
Oh, shoot. Well, that watch party you were going to have, you got to postpone it.
Never mind. House of the Dragon has been renewed for season 2 on HBO.
Yes.
So they're gonna keep the somewhat good times rolling. Good for us, not so good for the characters, of course. And then finally, The Handmaid's Tale has been renewed for a final season, which will be season number 6 on Hulu. So I'm honestly very happy to hear this. I don't want it to keep going and just drag things out for no reason. Right. And there are some storylines that I'm like, I just feel like they put in there. Sometimes it's like, let's just end on a good note. Let's not try and
it's almost like they don't know how to end it. So we'll just keep it going because we don't know how to end it.
Let's just keep throwing random things in there. I don't want that. So I'm glad they have an end date now for next season, and they can do a clear, concise ending.
Good.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I have already heard they're looking to adapt the sequel, I guess, to the original book as well, though, as a series. So, hey, you have that to look forward to in the end.
Well, you know what? Movies that do really well, they do tend to try to make things, sequels, prequels, whatever,
Mm-hmm. I hadn't even realized that the writer had done a sequel book to Handmaid's Tale. So when I read that, I was like, oh. Okay.
Really? I didn't know that either.
And I never knew that she wrote a sequel to it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
So, yeah, them doing a series based on it, does make sense. But I was like, oh, okay. Maybe that's why they're like, oh, we'll just end this and then start the new one.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess we'll see. I'm not sure how much further in the future the sequel takes place. So they may end up totally recasting, depending how much older June and stuff's supposed to be. I guess we'll see. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Wow.
Right? If she's supposed to be like 20 years older, they'd probably recast her.
I'd say, yeah.
So we'll see. Okay, so we are going to go through movies and TV shows that were out last week and then also this week, just so we can cover our bases a little bit since we haven't been with you guys. So first up for last week, we have Barbarian. This is in theaters and stars Justin Long, Georgina Chapman, and Bill Skarsgård of, It fame. That's all I remember him by now forever is It. Anyway, so this is a young woman discovers the rental home she booked is already occupied by a stranger. Against her better judgment, she decides to spend the night, but soon discovers there's a lot more to fear than just an unexpected house guest. This has actually gotten really good reviews. Apparently, this is one of the few trailers that didn't really give away what the movie's about, which I thought was interesting, from what I read. So, and it's super scary. So if that's something y'all are into, have at it. I wasn't going to see it before based on the trailer I saw. So knowing that there's way more to it, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I know. I'm really kind of on the fence,
too. It did look freaky. I was like, oh, I think so. And then also for last week, we have Wedding Season. This is a new series on Hulu and stars Gavin Drea and Rosa Salazar. So we meet Katie on her wedding day surrounded by the dead bodies of her new husband and every member of his family. The police think Katie's lover, Stefan, did it. Stefan thinks Katie did it. Katie thinks her ex-husband did it, and no one knows what the truth is. I admit I went to watch this trailer when I was reading about this, and actually it's like a comedy.
I was going to say, it sounds like a comedy.
Yeah, it's like a comedy. I mean, it's a whodunit, but in the funny sense. So I'm actually into watching this. I'll probably check it out. It's Relative Unknowns in the lead, so it does look pretty cute. It's on Hulu, though, which makes me actually want to delay it a bit, because when it's a whodunit...
Yeah. It's every week,
I'd like
right?
to, this means it's going to drop every week. I feel like I want to have some built up before I start, but we'll see.
So speaking of Handmaid's Tale, just to go back real quick, because it drops today. I know that's coming up. Mm-hmm. 2? Will there be 2, do you think?
Yes, there was 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So for this week, we have The Woman King in theaters with Viola Davis, Lashana Lynch, and John Boyega. So The Woman King is a 2022 American historical epic film about the Agoji, there we go. The all-female warrior unit who protected the West African kingdom of Dahomey during the 17th to 19th centuries. Set in the 1820s, the film stars Viola Davis as a general who trains the next generation of warriors to fight their enemies. This looks really good. I'll probably see it. The director of Black Panther based the tribe in that on this real tribe, so I thought that was cool to know, and that's probably why they decided to make a real version of what the real people were about. So, yeah.
Yeah, it does look really, and it's kind of an epic. Epic scenery too. So I'm sure looks good to me.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. Then we have Confess Fletch in theaters with John Hamm. This is a remake of the 80s movie starring Chevy Chase. So while investigating a case of valuable stolen paintings, the roguishly charming and endlessly troublesome Fletch becomes the prime suspect in a murder. To prove his innocence, he must sift through a long list of suspects, from an art dealer to a missing playboy to a crazy neighbor to his own girlfriend.
I think it looks pretty funny.
Yeah, this trailer did look pretty funny. So this is something I'd watch. I won't run to see it in a theater, but once it hits streaming, I'll definitely check it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think it looks fun. And then as Rochelle was saying, yes, Handmaid's Tale Season 5 dropped today on Hulu, starring Elizabeth Moss. So this season is just about June facing the consequences of her actions regarding Commander Waterford, and then a power struggle that she gets into with Serena, as Serena is trying to bring more Gilead into Canada, which June, of course, does not want. Well, no one wants that. None of the handmaids that are there want that. So.
That's right.
So we will see what happens.
I'm so excited, season. But as you were saying, it does drop 2 episodes tonight.
Yeah, there are 2 out. And then once a week after that.
Once a week stuff is driving me crazy.
Exactly. And then finally, for this week, we have Vampire Academy. This is a new series on Peacock and stars Sissy Stringer and Daniela Neves. So in a world of privilege and glamour, 2 young women's friendship transcends their strikingly different classes as they prepare to complete their education among vampire society. Yes, folks, this is a vampire show, obviously called Vampire Academy. It's based on a series of books. So for those out there maybe who read the books, this is your chance to see a show about it. I usually do like vampire things. I watched the trailer on this as well, and I'm on the fence about watching it. I'll have to wait and to see if I hear more about it and what people are thinking. But so good amount of stuff that has come out these past 2 weeks.
Lots to keep us busy.
Yeah. So what we have been watching these past few weeks. So for me, I watched this movie called Day Shift on Netflix. It stars Jamie Foxx, Snoop Dogg, and Dave Franco. And speaking of vampires, that's what this is about. So they are vampire bounty hunters, basically. And every time they kill one, if they bring in certain things, whether it be teeth, or fangs, as you want to call them, which either one, a hand, whatever, they get money. And so Jamie Foxx's character is trying to keep his estranged wife and daughter in town and not move away for a better job by making this money. So he's just trying to get to as many of them as you can. This was pretty good. It wasn't super funny, but it did make me chuckle. It was okay on gore. It wasn't too gory, but Snoop Dogg, man, he just stole that. He didn't even have that many scenes, but he stole what scenes he had.
Did he?
Yeah, it was so. I enjoyed it. It's just a really good fun, it's weird to say adventure movie. That's what it kind of reminded me of, adventure movie.
Oh, okay.
As he's slaying vampires, so I do recommend checking out.
It's got a good cast.
Yeah, I do recommend checking it out. I think you won't be disappointed. It was very entertaining. I enjoyed it. I'd give it three wine corks. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. And then I completed Only Murders in the Building Season 2 on Hulu. So good. Getting the sort of Steve Martin Short, and Selena Gomez. So funny. This season was funny for me from beginning to end. If you remember when I originally started watching it, it didn't pick up for me till episode 3 in the initial season 1.
Oh right.
I didn't laugh at all until they hit that, and something else, and it was like click. So, but this season was.
I'm going to watch that. You've just spoken really highly of it. But I have to get to episode 3. Okay.
For me, you made me laugh right off the bat. I feel like
Martin Short and Steve Martin are they've always been 2 of my favorites. I just feel like sometimes with them it's just hit or miss. They can be super funny and compliment each other, and then there's, it could be the writing too. But Steve Martin was just awesome in The Jerk, and I loved.
And see, that was a show I didn't find funny.
Oh gosh, I just thought it was so funny, and I loved. Did you ever see Pure Luck with Martin Short?
Yes, now that I liked. Yeah,
So,
him and Danny Glover. Yeah, that was funny.
So anyway, I don't know. I just kind of think it's a hit and miss. So I will definitely check that out.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really good show. So if you guys haven't been watching it, please do. Please do. And then finally, something that I know Rochelle mentioned last time we were on the series Echoes. I have finished Echoes. I did really enjoy it. This was another show, again, that didn't kick off for me right away, where I was like, what the... Because to me, something was off with the acting, but thankfully they pulled it out. I want to say it was probably around episode 3 or 4. This one. So it ended up being just a really good show. Just, very...
Whodunit and very confusing.
Yeah. Whodunit, drama, yeah, all that, family relations. So, yeah, I thought Michelle Monaghan did a great job. So it was a really interesting series. And it's short, guys. It was like only... 6 or maybe 8 episodes?
Yeah,
6?
I think it was 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a quick and you'll yeah. I think you'd enjoy
I got it done real quick. I think
if you watched it.
I think I watched it in 2 nights.
Right. And I have started I'll just mention Manifest on Netflix. I came back to it after waiting to see if it got renewed, and when it did, I was like, yes, I can finally watch it to know it will have an ending.
The same one that was on
NBC.
regular TV? It was.
Yeah. So I decided, I dropped it after originally the first 5 episodes on there because I was like, if this is going to be like Lost, where I could tell it was, where you're going to have to, it's an intricate plot line, and it's a whole plot line that's going to span the entire series. I don't want to get into this if they're going to cancel it. And then they did, but not until season 3. They did cancel it off of NBC. And I heard it didn't have an ending when they did that. And I was like, see, I'm glad I never got into it. But then Netflix came in and saved it. And so they brought it back for season 4 coming in November to close it out. So once I heard that, I was like, okay, I will go ahead and get restarted on Manifest. So I have, and I'm through season 1, so still got 2 more seasons to go before I'm up to date, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's a really good show.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
I liked it too, and I think like you, I got to maybe 5, and then because it was on NBC, I'd forget about it, and then I didn't watch it, and then it was and
it is a lot more pleasant because of what it is. Yes, just to be able to keep going.
Yeah,
to see. Yeah.
So maybe I'll give it a whirl again.
Definitely.
Well, for me, I've watched a lot. I finished some stuff, yay, and then I've started new things. But I did watch The Contractor with Chris Pine. That was actually really good, I thought. And I think that's still out in theaters, maybe? Maybe it's not anymore. Okay. Anyway, and that's just about, this guy who he's let go from the military for he was taking medication, drugs, because he had some health problems. Oh, okay. And so, of course, when they did all the blood work and everything, it came back that he had way too many drugs in his system, so they let him go. And then trying to find money to, keep a roof over their heads and just trying to save his family. There's an opportunity that comes up that sends him on kind of as a contractor. It's not supposed to be, something really bad. It's supposed to be easy. But boy, what ensues is crazy. So I really liked it. I'd probably give it 3.5, 4 wine corks, maybe.
Okay.
And then I finished watching Surface, and it's so good. Is there going to be a season 2?
No, it was just a one and done.
It was a one and done.
According to Reese Witherspoon, yeah, it was just a one and done.
Well, that's a bummer. But it's, it almost leaves you like, what? Like, it's not finished to me. Mm-hmm. So, and maybe that's what they wanted. So, anyway, but I thought it was a great series. Mm-hmm. Or, I enjoyed it. And then I've been watching Rings of Power.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
And I am not I'm not sold. I'm a little disappointed because I don't know what the heck these little things are that are supposed to be like hobbits, but they're not. I don't know. I think that I'm going to wait until when more episodes come out, and then I'm just going to binge watch it again.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that for this one, it's kind of lost me. I don't know. I'm not there yet, and I'm wondering if other people are feeling the same. So, maybe drop us a line and let us know your thoughts on it. You haven't started watching it, right?
No, I haven't. Just based on some early reviews saying that most people aren't really liking it that much.
Yeah, and I know that I think that I read that it's been, not necessarily renewed, but there's like 5 seasons.
Oh, they already you're saying like pre-said.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They could always renege on that. They haven't done that before, so I guess we'll see.
Well,
There's been shows that got renewed and they changed their mind, which I've had some. And I'm like, that's stupid. No, and they're like, never mind, we're pulling it out. I'm like, so I guess if it really doesn't do well, I guess they'll change their mind in the end. But
I mean, the scenery is still beautiful, and it's still based in New Zealand. They're filming in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like there's 2 stories going on. You have the ones that are supposed to look like hobbits, and then there's, the elves and all these other Middle Earth things. And I don't, and maybe that's the thing, is we'll get to know more about what's going on when they merge, but I don't know. The magic isn't there for me. And I'm me, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so maybe it's because the bar was set so high, and Peter Jackson's not the director or anything.
Yeah, he's not involved at all.
So that could be why.
That's true.
On the other hand, House of the Dragon, I really like. I do like it.
Oh, good.
I do. The dragons are awesome. I'm just loving the dragons, and I do love the characters. So, how about you? I'm enjoying it.
Yes, no, I am enjoying it as well. It's a good show. I think that the storyline works. It makes sense, and the characters are good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
they still have some that soft porn in there, so there's something for everyone.
True.
But
it's not nearly as bad as Game of Thrones ever was.
It's not at all. So now it kind of actually makes more sense than what it was before. But but yeah, I'm enjoying it. And I think this one. Did you say this one's been renewed already? Season 2?
Yes.
So that's good news. I'm excited about that.
So yeah, see where that goes.
And then I'm sitting on that plane coming back from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I strike up Dr. Zhivago. And I'm sure I'm the only one on the plane that was watching this. But the reason I did that is because my mom loved the show. Okay. And so I've watched it so many times as a youngster. Just being, going to the movie or whatever. And I had no idea what was going on, because they're talking about Russia and the Revolutionary War and all these things. And so I thought, you know what? I really want to go back and watch that so that I can understand it, because it's a masterpiece. It is, from the book to the movie. And of course the music is just beautiful, but it made, as an adult now, it makes so much more sense. And it makes a lot of sense. And actually pretty sad, during those times. So anyway, but I did like it.
Okay, I never seen it.
Yeah. Oh, Omar Sharif, he's just, beautiful. He just is.
So I've heard. I'm sure I've seen him, but I don't recall what he looks like, so I couldn't.
Really big brown eyes.
Or deny.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, he's a beautiful man. Was. He's dead.
Right.
So.
Oh, right. Was that all your list? That was all you watched?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
awesome.
I watched more, but I didn't want to go over everything.
Oh, okay. Good. Cool. So the Emmy Awards were on Monday night, and so we thought we'd go over the winners and then see how well we did with our predictions. I gotta tell you, I did not do well at all. I only got 4 of these right. So first up, we have Best Drama Series. The The nominees, again, were Better Call Saul, Euphoria, Ozark, Severance, Squid Game, Stranger Things, Succession, and Yellow Jackets. And Succession won.
Yay.
I picked Yellow Jackets, so I was the loser there.
That was my pick. Succession.
With Succession, so 1 point for Gryffindor. Just kidding.
Yay!
Could you try?
And then we had Best Actress in a Drama Series, which was Jodie Comer, Laura Linney, Melanie Linsky, Sandra Oh, Reese Witherspoon, or Zendaya. And Zendaya won for the second year in a row. That surprised me. That's a rarity.
Oh, she did? I didn't
that
pick her.
someone wins 2 award shows like that in a row.
Right.
So, or 2 Emmy nominations.
Have you
like
watched that show?
I've watched clips from it just to like
same
get
here.
a feeling. And the clips I've seen, her acting is awesome. There's another girl in there, Sydney Sweeney, who plays a classmate of hers. Also very good. So I can see why she was nominated. So it's one of those shows because it is about someone trying to get over their drug trauma that. I'd watched so many of them. I'm just like, I don't want to anymore.
Yeah.
That's the main, and I'm not its main audience. I get it. It's main toward like youngins, high schoolers, so that's fine. But yeah, she does do, from what I've seen, she does a great job. But my pick was Melanie Linsky from Yellow Jackets, and she didn't get it, obviously.
Right. And I know that my pick, I think my pick was Laura Linney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Then we have Best Actor in a Drama Series. That was either Jason Bateman, Brian Cox, Lee Jung-jae from Squid Game, Bob Odenkirk, Adam Scott, and Jeremy Strong. And the winner was Lee Jung-jae from Squid Game.
See, I picked Jason Bateman.
That was, one of the very big surprises of the night, in my opinion. I had picked Adam Scott from Severance. So, but Squid Game was good, y'all. If y'all haven't seen it yet, I do recommend checking out. He was good in that. Then we have Best Supporting Actress in a Drama, which is Patricia Arquette, Julia Gardner, Jung Ho-yeon, Christina Ricci, Rhea Seehorn, J. Smith Cameron, Sarah Snook, and Sydney Sweeney, speaking of her from Euphoria, and Julia Gardner won, which was my pick.
My pick too. Yay!
So that was
yay,
one,
yay.
that was
Well, we
one
won
I
there.
actually got. One I actually got right there.
Yeah, she was so awesome in that.
Then we had Best Supporting Actor in a Drama, who they were Nicholas Braun, Billy Crudup, Kieran Culkin, Park Hae-soo, Matthew McFadden, John Turturro, Christopher Walken, and Oh Young-soo, sorry. And the winner for that was Matthew McFadden for Succession.
Yep.
But I had picked John Turturro from Severance.
Well, I know I picked Succession because I went through the whole thing and picked Succession.
Okay. She doesn't have her notes, so that's what she's saying.
I know.
About what so she's.
I'm pretty
she's
sure
going
that's what
from
I did.
memory here. Then we had Best Comedy Series, which was Abbott Elementary, Barry, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Hacks, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Only Murders in the Building, Ted Lasso, and What We Do in the Shadows. And the winner was Ted Lasso, a show I still have not ever watched, but I picked The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
And I picked Ted Lasso only because it has won so much.
So you were going with the sure bet.
I was, yeah. But that does surprise me that it won again because it's won
It's won
so
so
much.
many. I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, so that's the only reason I went with that.
Then we had Best Actress in a Comedy Series, was Rachel Brosnahan, Quinita Brunson, Kaylee Cuoco, Elle Fanning, Issa Rae, and Jean Smart. And the winner was Jean Smart from Hacks, where I picked Quinita Brunson from Abbott Elementary.
Well, let's see. What did I pick? I think I picked. I don't remember.
Don't remember on that one.
I feel like it was Jean Smart because I've seen her before, but I don't know. I'm not going to say that I did because I don't know.
Okay.
I'll find my list soon.
Then we had Best Actor in a Comedy Series, Donald Glover, Bill Hader, Nicholas Hoult, Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Jason Sudeikis. And, of course, Jason Sudeikis won for Ted Lasso, whereas I had picked Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building.
I'm pretty sure I picked Jason Sudeikis.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, because
of what the show is.
Right.
Got it. Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series, we have Alex Borstein, Hannah Inbinder, Janelle James, Kate McKinnon, Sarah Niles, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Juno Temple, and Hannah Waddingham. And Cheryl Lee Ralph won, and that was my pick. And I honestly only picked her because I've never seen the show based on old school nostalgia because I've loved her in so many series. And to me, she always does a good job. So when she won, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome.
See, and I think I picked Kate McKinnon.
Oh, for Saturday Night Live? Yes. Yep. That would have been a good bet, too. So that was her last season.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, I know. It's going down the tubes.
Then we have Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, which was Anthony Carrigan, Brett Goldstein, Toheeb Jamoa for Ted Lasso as well, Nick Mohammed, Tony Shalhoub, Tyler James Williams, Henry Winkler, and Bowen Yang. And, of course, Brett Goldstein from Ted Lasso has won.
Uh-huh. I probably picked him. I don't know.
Well,
but there are two of them, so I don't know.
There's three of them from
Three.
Ted.
See? I knew I picked Ted Lasso, but who knows which one I picked. I don't remember.
Okay. Then we have Best Limited or Anthology Series. The nominees were Dope Sick, The Dropout, Inventing Anna, Pam and Tommy, and The White Lotus. And I picked The White Lotus, and The White Lotus won. Woo! Oh, yep.
Oh, yay. Yeah, what did I pick?
I picked Dope Sick.
I did. I picked Dope Sick.
I was pretty sure that's what you picked.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have Best Actress in a Limited Series, Movie, or Anthology. Toni Collette, Julia Gardner, Lily James, Sarah Paulson, Margaret Qualley, or Amanda Seyfried. And Amanda Seyfried won for The Dropout.
Oh, my gosh.
I picked Julia Gardner for Inventing Anna.
Yeah. Yep. I don't remember who I picked.
Okay.
But I would go. I probably would go with you.
Okay. Then we had Best Actor in a Limited Series, Movie, or Anthology. Colin Firth, Andrew Garfield, Oscar Isaac, Michael Keaton, Himesh Patel, and Sebastian Stan. And Michael Keaton won for Dope Sick.
Yay! I did pick him. I know. Because I love that show.
And I had picked Sebastian Stan for Pam and Tommy, so that was another one I lost on. Final two categories. We have Best Supporting Actress in a Limited or Anthology Series. Connie Britton, Jennifer Coolidge, Alexandra Daddario, oh my gosh, that's her name.
Yeah, that's
Caitlin Dever, Natasha Rothwell, Sydney Sweeney, and Mare Winningham. And Jennifer Coolidge won for The White Lotus.
Yay, Jennifer Coolidge!
I picked Caitlin Dever for Dope Sick, but Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, I would have picked Jennifer Coolidge because she's my favorite.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yep.
And then finally, Best Supporting Actor in a Limited or Anthology Series was Murray Bartlett, Jake Lacey, Will Poulter, Seth Rogen, Peter Skarsgård, Michael Stahlberg, or Steve Zahn. And I picked Murray Bartlett from White Lotus, and he won!
Oh, yay! No. I didn't pick him. Nope.
I'm going to guess you probably picked one of the two from Dope Sick.
Yep, that's what I meant. Yes, I would have picked that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I only got 4 out of the 15. What were you saying you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, well, so by 1, Rochelle beat me just by a hair.
Gryffindor won.
Just by a hair.
Just by a hair.
But I didn't watch the whole show, but I did think on the parts I saw, it was actually a pretty good show this time. Kenan Thompson got praise for his hosting, which is also very nice welcome.
Right.
Yeah, nothing happened, no dramatics happened. Good. It was a smooth and easy show. So anyway, these nominees have given me more things to think about watching. So. Probably still not Ted Lasso, but other things to keep watching.
You know what? And everybody loves that, but we've got to get into it. Right? I guess. Maybe. I did watch like 2 episodes, and it still didn't grab me.
So I haven't watched any, so I guess I need to give it a chance before I say no. But looking at trailers, I'm like, eh. But we'll see. We'll see. But those are your Emmy winners.
All right. Well, that's all the time that we have for this week. Thanks so much for listening. We had fun as usual, and we hope you enjoyed it as well. You can give us a review or comment. It really does help us out when you do so. Or you can follow us on Instagram at movies_munchies_moscato. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging.
Thank you, guys.